You're still watching NBS Live at 9. Now, the driver of Chadondo East legislator Robert Kyagulanyi, a.k.a. Bobby Wine, has been shot dead in Arua. Kawooya YASIN was killed in a crossfire that characterized the end of the campaigns for Arua municipality, a seat where Bobby Wine was campaigning for the independent candidate Kyagulanyi Wadri. Bobby Wine's hotel has been surrounded and Mitiana legislator MP Zake Francis has been arrested.
We are joined by our team in Arua. Benson Ongom joins us live from Arua. Benson Ongom, what do we know at the moment?
A very good afternoon, Samson and Sheila and our viewers. What we know at the moment is one, the driver of Bobby Wine, commonly known by that name, but he is the MP of Chadondo East, Kyagulanyi Robert, has been shot. Now, how the scenario, how it all happened, late in the evening, I was in a rally where Wadri Kyagulanyi was, and a team of opposition, Bobby Wine, Zake, and numbers of MPs were definitely campaigning for Kyagulanyi Wadri was, and it ended a bit late. Now, at that very time, what we are also made to understand from our team that was covering His Excellency the President of Uganda, campaigning for Tibero, who is the NRM candidate, after the campaigns ended in both sides, they transited to the town center, and there was a collation between the two, where they met, and there was a little friction between them, and the police had to come in to separate them. But later on, from what we had, but I can't confirm to you because our camera did not capture that when the president was making his way out of the town, there was booing of the president convoy when he was making his way to his helicopter where he flew. So that prompted probably the team that protects the president to shoot back, and that is what we have had, but our camera didn't capture that. But late in the evening, there were a couple of bullets that were fired in Arua town, including tear gas that was definitely fired. Then we were definitely meant to understand that Bobby Wine's driver was shot dead. We rushed to that very specific place, and indeed we can confirm to you that we saw him lying down with wounds of bullet on his chest, and I can confirm to you that vehicle is a Tundra, and we commonly know that that Tundra vehicle belongs to Bobby Wine. So after that, we saw plainclothes policemen coming in that hotel, and they were entering in and they were trying to get whatever they could get from the hotel out. And one of the person I saw from with my own eye is Honorable Zake, who was arrested then. And the plainclothes policemen definitely chased at us as well, the media team, and we had to find refuge somewhere. But what I can confirm to you, Simon and Sheila, is we saw the gentleman was shot and he's dead. By the time that we left that place, because they didn't want us, the media team from different media houses, to be there, we can confirm to you that there was police present at that very place, but nothing was just done in terms of taking his body away, maybe to the mortuary, maybe for treatment. But what we know is a couple of politicians, especially the politician who was supporting and campaigning for Honorable Kyagulanyi Wadri, was in that very hotel. So that is so far what we know from Arua municipality. But what I can also confirm to you, late in the evening, it was a rowdy town, probably supporters of the FDC, the supporters of Kyagulanyi Wadri, supporters of NRM, making their way to the town, being the last day of campaign. So that is basically what happened in Arua town this evening.
Benson, from what you say, did you just say that we are not yet sure whether it is the police or the security detail of the president that opened fire? Are we?
I can't confirm to you that Samson and Sheila, because what we have had was that I tried to call the DPC of Arua late this evening, but what he told me is, Benson, call me after 2 hours, I will be able to talk to you. But from what we are hearing around, probably which we have not yet confirmed, is that the bullets came probably from the security forces. We are yet to identify whether it was the UPDF or the SFC that protects the president, or the police that is based in Arua. But I can also tell you that police did a commendable job this evening, because there was readiness, and the supporters of the FDC, the supporters of Kyagulanyi Wadri, and the supporters of Tibero, who is also the candidate for NRM, making their way in the town. The town came a little chaotic, and at one point, one of the main streets in Arua municipality was blocked by the police. Axes of cars coming from the western side, making its way to the eastern side, was blocked. So we have not yet confirmed, I beg your pardon, whether that bullet did come from the police or from SFC, but from what we hear, that that the supporters that had gathered around that hotel, probably cheering Bobby Wine, were booing at the president convoy. But what I can also confirm to you, Samson and Sheila, is that at that very moment, from what we have, is that the team that came to support Honorable Kassiano Wandri was setting off for Kampala because today was the last day for campaign, and the team comprises of Zake, Bobby Wine with Kyagulanyi Robert, and a couple of members of parliament from the opposing side trying to make their way out, and then that incident happened. So that is so far what we are, but we are yet to find out what's the truth. I'm going to make a phone call here and there to the DPC if he can really answer to me that very question, whether the bullet came from the police or the bullet came from the SFC. But again, Samson, lastly, what I can tell you, late in the evening, we saw the SFC manding the town because when we were trying, NBS team was trying to make its way in the middle of the town after the president had ended his campaign. We very well know that when the president is moving with his convoy, every car, every person who is on a motorcycle or a car should stop, and that didn't happen. I saw one of the SFC soldier coming out of the car and trying to make way for the president convoy to make through. So that's what happened in the evening. We saw president of SFC, president of soldiers in the town, and as well the police. So that is so far what we have from Arua municipality.
Very lastly, Benson, we have had reports that our journalists were beaten. Is that true, or are those unconfirmed reports as well?
Samson, I can really verify that information because I was part of the team that was giving live link for NBS TV. My cameraman, by that time when the incident happened, we saw the plainclothes police enter into the hotel, and what came into my mind was to go to the police who was standing there, and I saw him having ranks, and I wanted to approach him and ask him what is really happening. We are seeing the dead body here. Are we going to see this dead body being carried away? And then on my way to approach him, my cameraman was hit from the behind in the head. And at that moment, when they realized my cameraman was filming the journalists who were being chased, because we had a couple of journalists from the media houses, from the TV, from the paper, and as well from the radios, local radios around. So what happened, they started chasing at us. And I can confirm to you, me personally, I was chased at for almost a kilometer by one of the plainclothes police. So I can tell you and confirm that journalists were chased from that very specific place, and up to now we moved away from that place, and I can't tell you where we are because of security reason, but we did move away from that specific place.
Benson, can we confirm that you are safe, at least for the team from NBS and other journalists from the different media houses?
What I can confirm to you, Sheila, and our viewers, is from the team of Next Media, probably NBS, we are safe, and we try to make our way out of that very specific place. At one point, my cameraman, I thought, was arrested because we were a team of 3 people, but he definitely escaped. But he was hit in the head, but we are definitely wearing gears, and he moved away. But what I cannot confirm to you as well is whether journalists from other media houses were detained or were arrested. I can't confirm you that, but the team from Next Media, which definitely NBS, we are safe, and I can't disclose where we are, but we are safe.
Thank you very much, Benson Ongom, coming to us live from Arua. Samson, very sad events this evening from Arua.
Certainly very sad events, and you hope that security persons within the country will come on top of this, and that explanations will be coming in thick and fast. I think what you do expect is that the police will be issuing a statement in the coming hours. What we don't know is when, but I think that is likely to come out.
Definitely.